Welcome back. Well, we have Dr. Leif Loberg here on behalf of Loberg Dental. Well, hello. It's been a while.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for inviting
Well, I
me.
appreciate you coming in. Thank you very much. And we understand you have some new equipment. And then, of course, we'll talk a little bit about the teeth in a day that you've been doing. So tell me a little bit about Loberg Dental as a whole.
Sure. So we're super excited. We're growing left, right, and center. We're expanding our team, and as part of that, we've introduced a fantastic digital, full digital workflow to really streamline and make things a lot more efficient and time-saving for patients.
Right.
Which is awesome. Anytime you can save time and not have goop running down the back of your throat, it's always a good thing.
Right. Now you're using the 3D imaging for a variety of different things. So tell me a little bit about it. We have scanning.
Correct. So we have digital scanners, which are basically, imagine it like a little micro video camera, where we can image the teeth and the gums and soft tissue, and essentially build a 3D model when the patient isn't there. We can capture the bite, how the teeth come together, and then we can overlay that with facial aesthetics, so that when you are doing reconstruction processes, everything kind of has a flow and is aligned properly. So it's really cutting edge technology.
So you mentioned it's 3D. So when you talk about printing, do you have a 3D printer?
Correct.
Wow.
So we have the ability to create a three-dimensional model, which takes about 30 to 45 minutes to create.
Wow. So you would use that then primarily for people who are having reconstructive dental work?
So it's got a variety of applications. As you know, there's a lot of stress in the world, so people, anyone that grinds their teeth can come in, they can get a scan, and we can 3D print a guard or an appliance to help with grinding.
Wow.
So that's one application. Another application is a prosthetic, which is a scanned image of the teeth or the soft tissue, and then to recreate something removable like a denture, traditional denture.
Gotcha. Okay. So how long did the process used to take? Did it take a couple weeks because you had to send that all out?
Right.
Okay.
A couple of weeks, and it was a lot of steps and processes. You know, typically 4 to 6 visits over a month to month and a half, 2 months, depending on the lab technicians. So now with full control, you can really dial that in nicely. That
is great. And of course, people are very busy or they have trouble getting to your office. So this will save them those extra trips, right?
Right. And from a comfort standpoint, because it's a digital image, just like the rest of medicine, that's graduated into less invasive, procedures with various laparoscopies and things like that. The same thing has entered dentistry, so we're super excited about it.
That is great. Well, it is nice. Although that doesn't come cheap. Those machines are very expensive.
Right, they are. It is an investment, but the technology isn't going away anytime soon.
Right.
People expect things to last longer, if not a lifetime, and to be better than they were.
Well, and your patients are reading about this, and they're probably expecting it now when they walk into the office. So it's a good thing you're able to get on track with everything. So and I think that's, like you mentioned, pretty much the case with all things happening in technology these days. Now, you do teeth in a day, and I always find that such an interesting statement, because how is it possible to actually do that?
So that's a great question. So there's usually a number of reasons why a patient would need to have all their teeth removed in the first place. Typically, it would be really involved gum disease. It would be some type of trauma from a previous accident. Or sometimes, as we age, we lose saliva. And so dry mouth and cavities that basically enter into the oral environment oftentimes really speed the rate of degradation. And so So when you're extracting all the teeth, we have a super cool plan to be able to, again, digitally scan it, plan the whole case.
Okay.
A patient will typically be put to sleep under general anesthesia.
Right.
And then when they wake up, they're essentially finished with a temporary set of teeth, which they're going to be able to wear, function, and eat with for a couple of months while everything heals underneath.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that is amazing. Now, I think we have some photos of this actually happening.
We do. So this is a patient here, Meg. So she came in. She only had a couple of teeth left. There were some multiple abscesses, partials that were really uncomfortable to eat and chew with. And so she wanted a new lease on life and told her husband, listen, I love to eat and I love to smile, and right now I'm kind of in a state of misery in my life. So, so she came in, we did the diagnosis, did a scan for her, and the photo on the right you can see is a finished product. That is a zirconia full arch of teeth that are secured by implants that are held into the jaw. So that patient
is like an entirely different person.
Right.
Oh my, so you pulled all of the teeth out on the left and then you installed new ones on the right.
Correct.
God, they're perfect.
Correct. And it's amazing. And so when you have a situation, the photos on the left, you can see multiple areas of decay.
Oh yeah.
And obviously multiple missing teeth. And to be able to give that patient a set of new teeth that don't move around.
Yeah.
That they can chew, eat, function, travel the world with. She loves to travel.
Oh, she must be so happy.
She's stoked.
I bet. Now, so you told me that when you take the teeth out, you put some sort of you have them have temporary teeth. Is it like a denture, or
Correct.
how does that work?
No, so the temporary teeth are actually based off of the scan. So this is an example here with Michael, where the teeth on the left are his existing teeth, and from a pre-designed plan that we have, we can actually create or mimic a full set of healing teeth that'll be fit into his mouth.
And that's what those are on the right?
Correct.
Gosh, it looks just like his teeth.
Right.
That's amazing.
And that's the beautiful thing about scanning. You can actually duplicate, because a lot of patients, they don't. Some of them are a little nervous about altering, too much of how they look.
Yeah.
And then a case like this where you can see the final prosthesis on the right, again, that's a full zirconia structure. And the beautiful thing we love about these is zirconia has a lifetime warranty. It doesn't break.
Huh.
It doesn't break, doesn't chip. They don't decay.
Jeez, those are great. That's amazing.
And what it does is it requires a couple of simple maintenance procedures throughout the year. So it's awesome.
It is great. I mean, especially if you can, hang on to them for the rest of your life, and you don't have to have a cavity or
right.
You can't get any of that stuff.
Exactly.
That is great.
Yeah.
Well, that's really remarkable, and I know that we've seen over the years many advances in that particular circumstance. But boy, those pictures, night and day. Night and day. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing technology now that's come into dentistry, and then that leads us, of course, to the maintenance side of things.
Right.
Whether you have your own teeth, which obviously is preferred, or whether you have a full reconstructive prosthetic situation, maintenance is key for longevity of anything. And recently, in the oral systemic, health link, things like dementia and Alzheimer's disease are linked directly to periodontal disease.
Oh, interesting.
And there's definitive proof for that now in the published articles. So we really stress to our patients, take care of your teeth, come in for your periodontal maintenances.
Right.
COVID was such a really tricky time, and a lot of people, unfortunately fell off the wagon just due to the situation at hand. But, we're hopefully catching everybody up now, and that's what we really encourage. So
right, and like you said, it really is important because you're, you may have the new teeth, but you still have the gums, and that hasn't changed. So you still need to be careful. So.
Right, that's exactly it.
Excellent information. Thank you so much. I look forward to meeting one of your patients someday that had that procedure.
All right, yeah, that sounds amazing.
Thank you. If you want more information about anything that we have discussed, you can always get in touch with Dr. Loberg at drloberg.com or 949-586-1930. We'll be right back.